Morning all, and welcome to this slightly chilly but gloriously sunny day. So out on the Isle of Purbeck again. This walk is going to be to Old Harry Rocks and then up to the trig point at the very top of the hill. So a little bit of a climb, but not too bad. It's a gorgeous day. I've got to say it's a bit different to last week. The fog last week was absolutely ridiculous. But this week it is absolutely gorgeous. So sunglasses on, I think I'm going to need them for half the trip. Lots of wildlife out. Seen a couple of deer on the way through in one of the fields that I wasn't expecting, which was really good to see. And going to head myself up the hill. Bit of drone flying included in this one. It's definitely bright enough and it's definitely still wind enough. So yeah, really good. So where we are is on the Isle of Purbeck, Studland. So we've parked at the Banks Arms car park, which is a pub, National Trust car park, and it's a mile or so's walk up to Old Harry Rocks, which, if you haven't seen it before, is basically three rock formations which used to form part of headland, which have eroded over time. Chalk cliffs obviously don't help, but yeah, off we go. So I'm going to take you along with me and we'll see where we go. So as you can see, the path is really well worn. It doesn't get to the state where it actually gets that muddy throughout the year. A few random puddles, but that's about it. But it's such a popular place. The National Trust car park up by the pub is, oh, you come here in the summer, it's absolutely heaving. So as locals, it's a place you kind of avoid. But if you do head down to Dorset, this is 100% the place you need to come and have a look around. You can actually walk from here and go over the top of the start of Ballard Down and end up in Swanage, which is an absolutely gorgeous walk. A little bit challenging, a couple of hills, but do you know what? That's what walking is. It's definitely a hilly environment around the Isle of Purbeck. So if you don't like hills, there are a few flat walks, but there aren't many. So we're going to wander our way up. You can see the bay over there still, heading its way out. Look at that. Glorious sunshine. Sun's out. What could be better for 7:20 in the morning? So this is our first view. Look at that. So starting off from the left, so that's Studland Beach. So you've got South Beach and Middle Beach, and then that works its way round to the train ferry, which takes you over to Sandbanks in Poole in Dorset. And then this is all part of the bay, of Studland Bay, and then out to the wider English Channel as we go. Directly opposite us is Sandbanks, heading over towards kind of Bournemouth way. So yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Some wild swimmers I can see in the water that I don't think you'll be able to pick up on the camera. Right, let's keep going. Let's go somewhere and put this drone up then. Right, so that's drone flying finished. So what we're going to do now is head off up to the top of the hill, up to the trig point, see the world from up there at a higher angle. It's directly up behind me. So that's what we're heading up now. Look at this for a view. Had to share this one with you. Look at that. So up that way is Swanage, and over the top of that big hill that's in front of us is Swanage town. So we're not actually going to walk as far as the town. And I always forget how how steep this walk is. But hey, the view is worth it when you get to the top. I'm just hoping it's not too busy, otherwise it makes it a little bit awkward to film. But hey, we will soon see. At some time I need to take this down jacket off because it's a little bit too toasty for that. Anyway, updates to come. God, really puffing now. But hey, it'll be worth it. Oh, nearly there. A little bit further to go, but not too far. Well, that's Swanage Bay and the town of Swanage. So where I normally walk is on the cliffs and the quarries and the hills, the opposite side of the bay. And that's where Wortham Travers and Dancing Ledge and Dorset and all that are. So yeah, I thought I'd change it up for a bit this time, and really pleased I did, because that is amazing. So that's it, made it to the trig point. So this is John Roy Ward's 1963. I don't know if that's when he graffitied it or that's when it was installed. But yeah, so made it up to here. So what I'm going to do now, put my sunglasses back on, is head over onto the side there, set up a little stove and cook some sausages. Can't get better than that. Right, so if anybody wants to join me for breakfast, you know where I am because I've just shown you the trig point. Top of the hill, overlooking Swanage. Kettle will be on. You are more than welcome. But in the interim, let's just enjoy the view a little bit. That is fantastic. Right, let's get to the other side of this barbed wire fence and then set the stove up and have a little cook up. Right, that's camp all done, all packed up. I am now going to head my way back off the hill, back down to the car. You can see at least 50-60 people on the horizon coming over the hill. So yeah, off we go. Another camp done, no mess left, wouldn't even know I've been there. Right, let's go. Well, it's definitely a running race of some description because there's about 1,000 people that have now gone past me, which is actually quite amusing. It makes a very quiet walk, actually not particularly quiet. Lots of conversations. Normally, most of them seem to be about running and about how they don't like the hills, which I don't blame them, to be honest. But yeah, it is funny.